Alright, this is Smash Dick on how to build your own diorama. Just a real quick video I put together. Thought I should start off by showing a few of my own here. This is a real fast Halloween Laurie Strode. Just basically cut a box in half and spray painted it black. This is my asylum. This was the first one I ever made. It comes with this handy dandy pillar here. It's also the only diorama I've ever made with an opening door. It's only one-sided though. I'll need to work on that, make it double-sided so I can have it in the future. But the texture I got from a box set from Toys R Us, was really lucky about that. Yeah, the pillar, you can set it down or you can put it on the corner there for structural support, but it's really one of my favorite dioramas there. And this is my city diorama. Not as happy with it, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. But basically, I glued down all of the signage so it does not come off. I can't really change it out there. Smash Stick. The backdrop I got from the RoboCop toy. The steel structure set I made from popsicle sticks and painted silver. These windows here and the sign and the door. The door does not open, but it's all just printed textures. Same thing with the ground here. It's just printer paper, just pretty much concrete texture printer paper. That's what you type in Google, print it out, cut it off. But you glue it down here, and I'm showing you this lip that I left here. I don't glue it all the way down because you put your action figure foot in there in case you have a fussy action figure and it doesn't want to stand. You put it in there and it will basically hold it straight. You can give it a boot test. It works pretty well. But yeah, just a little nifty trick. This is my haunted house that I made. This is one of my most recent customizable ones that I'm really happy with. And I'll show you why here. But basically, I didn't glue anything down. You just printer texture rug there, and then you can do all sorts of different doors, doors that don't go anywhere. Basically, you're going to need to tape them down, but you get the idea. So many doors. But anyway, you might want to get a tripod too. That would come in handy, kids. But yeah, you don't have to use just doors. You can do windows, tape them down. Changes the feel of everything, every door. But basically, just type in door texture in Google Images and then find out what you like. Same thing with the wallpaper. I just put old wallpaper texture, and this is what I got for that house. And then you just align it up and paint it on each other. And then what we have here next is, well, any kind of different doors, really. This is my favorite door. It has a chain on it. But you get the idea. Different doors, different feel. And then for the floor, basically just wood tile floor texture. And then you want to find out the ones that are most uneven because you can hide the seams easiest. I'll show you why here. This is one with straight boards, and it doesn't really the end result best. What I did here is I actually glued it down and then put the old wallpaper on top of it and tore it off to give it that effect. And then here are my pictures, portraits. They don't have to be just pictures. They can be computer screens, gauges, maps. But basically, people, real people, hang up hang up pictures on their walls. Hang up walls on their pictures. But anyway, and there's no reason to say that you wouldn't do it in a diorama. So there you go. All right, so let's get started off here. What you will need to make your own diorama is a box. I got mine from Walmart for free, and then this is black spray paint. You're going to want that, and then super glue. Doesn't matter which kind, just don't glue your fingers together. And then whatever background you're going to use, this is going to be used for a window. This floor I got from Hobby Lobby, and then whatever kind of wall texture paper that you're going to want to use for your room. And then of course a box cutter. So you're going to start by cutting off the flaps of the box all the way down here, and eventually that'll happen. Go ahead and recycle those suckers. And then what you're going to do is just cut along the side and on the bottom. So that way, this will be pretty much the shape that you're going to be left with. This is just, I haven't glued anything down, just a rough structure of what I'm going for. And spray paint the whole thing black in case any cracks show through. So I already glued down the floor and some of the wallpaper, but I'm going to show you what I did here. We're going to put the box on its side so that way we're not working against gravity. And you want to line up everything before you glue it down just to see how it works, just to see how it looks. And then once you're satisfied, glue in the corners, because that's going to be the main thing, the corners along the ground and on the wall there. And then line it up the best you can, get it as straight as you can because you don't want it to look crooked. And then when you're done, once that corner is set, come back in and do other sides of the paper or wherever you see fit. So after that, you come in with the upper layer, line it up as best as you can, make sure all the lines are good and nothing's off there, and then glue the corners and where else you see fit. And then once you're done, give it a good rub down, good pat down, and not too concerned about where that texture stopped there. I'm just going to fill it with furniture or maybe a block something there. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer that the floorboard didn't all the way down. So put that there, and as you can see, I cut out the window and I put scotch paper there to hide the seams. And now we're just going to put this texture here, this panel. I still need to cut out a seam for the window so it'll line up there. We're going to just trace it with a pencil and cut it through. You can see where I need to make the cut, and then I've already made the cut, and then as you can see, this is the end result. So not too bad. This is with the upper panel onto it. Need to do this weird little thing there. I put a book on the window so that way when I trace it out it has something to press back on. And then this is after that texture has been cut out. It aligns pretty well. And then I did get a little bit of glue up there on the side, but that's okay. It adds a stain. Nothing's perfect in life, especially with walls. But that's pretty much the end result there. I need to border up the window. Went ahead and put the texture on there, and then silver borders with duct tape on the window to make it look like it has a frame. Actually cut out the front part of plastic on an action figure box, put it there to make it look like it had glass, and then taped it on there and glued it. Give it the illusion of a window. That pretty much has it. That's how you make a diorama. I'm glad you enjoyed it, or I hope you did anyway, and leave a comment below.